Welcome to the Holistic Skin Guru, where what's on the surface is just as important as what's underneath. I'm your host, Amina. Let's dive deep into the world of holistic skincare. Hi guys, and welcome to today's episode on our podcast, talking about clean skincare today, something that maybe you've heard about and want to know more about, and I'm going to delve down deep into what it means to be using clean skincare. So what is clean skincare? It basically is skincare that is derived from a natural source, mainly plant-based, hopefully organic, something that is very calming for the skin and very healing for the skin. That in a nutshell is what I would believe clean skincare to be. That is certainly what we prescribe to our clients and what we keep in our salon. So when we look at clean skincare, we're actually thinking about the ingredient technology that's in that skincare. Now, I'm not talking about the skincare that you find in the supermarket or the chemist or even in a department store. I'm talking about clinical professional products that are used in a salon environment that are prescribed to you. Anything else that is sitting on a shelf in a pharmacy or in a department store is usually laced with sulfates, parabens, and silicons. So what are these ingredients? Parabens are a preservative. And by and large, a preservative is not a bad thing in a product because we want that to last as long as it can on the shelf. But we don't want it to be to the detriment of our skin, okay? So parabens are a preservative that often ends up in our system for a long time, and the research is still out. People are still debating it. However, we do know that it's been found in urine samples, which means that it can actually disrupt our hormones. It can mimic estrogen in certain cases, and we know how detrimental that can be to us as women. So it's something that we need to be thinking about. The large cosmeceutical or cosmetic companies will tell you, oh, it's safe because, we're just putting it in very small amounts. I pose the question to you that would you take a pill of cancer every day? It was just a minute amount and justify that somehow? No. So why use ingredients like this, and why have it in your system when you can avoid it so easily? And we do have alternatives. We just have to think outside the box, and we have to go looking for them. Anybody in Brisbane, you don't have to go looking very far because you can come straight to us. But there are lots of other organic brands out there on the market. Just be aware that paraben free is actually going to be good for you. Understand why these ingredients are toxic so you can make that informed decision. Parabens will also create a kind of sensitivity in your skin. And I can tell you now that we see a lot more people coming into us on a daily basis telling us that they have sensitive skin, and all it is the products that they're using over time has created this sensitivity. So really start looking at your what's on your shelf and get some professional advice about what it is that you're putting on your skin. Silicons is the next ingredient that is a hot topic at the moment. Silicons actually clog your pores, and they are what we call an occlusive agent. So they create kind of like a film on the top of your skin, if you will, and that's not allowing your active ingredients to actually penetrate and do their job well. So you're counteracting what you're doing if you're using products that have got lots and lots of silicons in them, or a high amount of silicons in them, and you've got several products in your routine with silicons in them, then you're actually going to be preventing the efficacy of the products that you are using. We also know that silicons can create some type of sensitivity in your skin. So they are on top of parabens, are also creating sensitivity for you that will present in the form of redness or itchiness for some people. And this is why so many people come to us and say, I've got a sensitive skin. And it's just that process of elimination and getting rid of certain things that will actually fix the pH balance in your skin. Our skin's acid mantle needs to be slightly acidic for it to be healthy. And by stripping everything, and I'm going to get to that, because the sulfates are what's stripping everything, you're compounding on your skin health by using these ingredients. Because first of all, your sulfates strip your skin, they damage your barrier protection. Then you come in with a paraben that's actually being found in our urine and in other parts of our body, which is disrupting our hormones. And then on top of that, we've got these silicons that are stopping our skin from functioning the way they should. So the combination of these three are actually to the detriment of your skin. And the excuse that the large corporations use, we only put minute amounts in. So sulfates, you'll usually see it listed as the first, second, or third ingredient. And this means that the largest proportion of ingredient is usually listed first, which means there's more of that ingredient in that product. So that tells you how much of it is in there. And companies have to list this legally, so it's very easy for us to find this information. Start reading your packaging and understanding what is in these products. If you see the word sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate, also the sulfates are doing in that product is creating foam. It's creating lava, and that's why they put it in the product. So we have been trained or programmed to think that when something is foaming, it's cleaning, but really it's just the sulfate creating this reaction in the product to make it feel foamy or like a soapy feeling. So now you can easily see how these three ingredients in your skincare is actually detrimental to your skin health. I would encourage you to do your own research, talk to other professionals, go down rabbit holes. There's a wealth of information online, and there'll be equally as much opposition. So be open-minded and think about, why would this person be opposing this view? And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't serve their industry. And that's why they are for these ingredients, because they are either paid by companies to give their professional opinion, or they have some sort of financial interest in promoting it. So all in all, the take home of this episode is for us to understand why we need to stay away from these ingredients and why they're bad for our skin, so we can make some informed decisions. An eco-friendly skincare brand or an eco-friendly skincare regimen for you is going to give you a healthier, more glowing skin. And it's also going to be better for the environment, because remember, these ingredients, we're washing it down the drain. So not only is it going onto our skin, we're also washing it down the drain, and it's affecting our marine life. So I'm encouraging you to make good decisions, and I'm encouraging you to make those decisions based around your own research. Don't just take what I'm saying as gospel. Satisfy yourself and look for this information. It is everywhere. I'm encouraging you to do this so that you can make informed decisions, so that you can be healthy, and we can make a point to these large companies so that they can change the way they manufacture these products, so that it's not just good for our environment and for our future generations, but also for your health today. If you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast and Spotify, and leave some comments below. I'd like to know what you took home from this, and if you'd like me to do any further podcasts on a topic that interests you, I'm happy to do a deep dive. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode. If you like this podcast and you love our content, please leave us a review. We are happy to give you a 10% discount. If you would like to come in to experience our salon, just comment podcast in the booking online. The links are below, and I'll see you on the next podcast.